What's poppin', peoples? What's going zones? You can probably hear it right there. Hear that shit? I'm on my chair today. It's a special reason why. So, let me just tell you what happened today, right? So, I get home off of work. I had a long ass fucking day. Got home, I was beat, I was tired. I really just wanted to chill and watch a couple of YouTube videos, chill along with the wife, and then I had this notification from this wascally little Mr. King with a capital K. Oh, this man showed his fucking CD collection, and I just can't help myself. I've been teasing it for a while. My boy Diego requested it. He said, why don't you just do a video on your fucking CDs? And you know what? It's time to do it. Today is the day. I'm going to get started on it. This is going to be a long fucking series, right? I'm going to go through all the CDs. So I got almost as many CDs as I got vinyl. And as you can tell, I got a lot of vinyl. I'm at, I hit 1,000 not too long ago. And it's still going up. So, no further ado, let's get on these CDs that I got right here, right? So let's see what's here, right? It's a lot. This is just one of my cases. I got a couple of these, and this one is filled to the brim, all the way down. So, the way that I've arranged my CDs is much the same way that I arrange my vinyl. In fact, I arrange my vinyl the way that I arrange my CDs to be more clear. So right here, everything on this case is all West Coast, right? Since I am a West Coast motherfucker, I keep my West Coast CDs first. This is what I grew up with, you know, very closely, growing up out in Southern California. So I'm going to try to keep these videos to about 10 to 15 minutes. If I go a little bit over, you know, whatever. So, first off, Crooked I, right? Fucking one of the most, probably the most underrated rapper of all time. It's probably Crooked I, right? This man is great. Absolutely great. I got his, that's the last CD that I can remember him putting out, like album. Sure, he's done mixtapes. I don't really fuck with mixtapes all that much, and that's what most of these are. However, these are just bootlegs that they used to put out back in the days on eBay and shit like that. I used to go on eBay and buy all kinds of shit, and CDs was one of them. I ended up buying this whole collection of bootlegs, and yeah, this is all of them. So yeah, these are all great. Technique, who was started off with LBC Crew, and then went on to be on Mac 10's label and on Who Bangin'. And then after that, he became one of Crooked I's like sort of proteges, you could say. And yeah, that's his crew, Dynamic Certified, you know. And then here we got Sibo. I like Sibo. Loot Pack, LA group. That's where Madlib is from this group, Loot Pack. Conscious Daughters, fucking great album. Let's see, what's over here? Oh, Sway and King Tech. So I mentioned on a video that I have all the Sway and King Tech collection. This is it right here. This is volume 1, 2, 3, 4. This is volume 5, which is the one I have on vinyl. 6. This is 7. And the last one, which is 8. I don't know if they made any more after this, but I got 8. I want to get them all on vinyl too. And there's another one. This or that. This is on vinyl too. It's not all that really. Back to basics. This CD right here really it came with a DVD, and I like to keep them together, you know. This CD came with like a lot of freestyles from like Cam, Juice, who's a regular, and you know Chino XL. That's like some promo. Fat Lip. There's a DVD that came with that. This right here, I got it at a show. It was a hieroglyphic show. It was Souls of Mischief, and this guy opened up for him. His name was Nobody, and this was his little promo, the cleanup. I ended up buying it from him. I remember what CD is missing right there. I'll figure that out. Richie Rich, I got an autographed copy from Richie Rich from his second album. game. I think it's third actually. Season Vet, got that on vinyl. This mixtape is from DJ Fingers from I think it's from San Diego. Dope shit. Relatives. As you can see, a lot of this shit is fairly like kind of underground, kind of lesser known shit. I mean, Rapid Forte, you know, he's fairly well known. Introduction to Mackin is a great album. Neighborhood Queen from JV. If you've never heard of JV, don't worry about it. She's just some little chick. Got a lot of Brother Lynch. Feel me? Season of the Sickness. You gotta have Season of the Sickness. Suicide Note, which is alright, you know. Coat Hanger Strangler. Fucking, yeah. Hannibal Lecter. Here I got into my E40s. So I love E40. E40, I didn't get into them till like the early 2000s, which is when I got all this other stuff. And yeah, E40, fucking one of the greats. West Coast legend. Got all of his albums up to Breaking News on CD. After that, I don't know. I don't know. It was a point where I just kind of stopped buying his shit. But his old school shit is great. Potluck, which a group from Humboldt County, which I saw them at a Tech 9 show and I bought that album. They're great too. Yeah, Too Short. So as you can see here, I'm on the Bay. Started off with Long Beach and then went to the Bay. I got pretty much every Too Short album all the way up to Getting It. And after Getting It, I just can't think of a great album that I like from him, you know? So I got all of them up to Getting It. And MC Hammer, come on now. MC Hammer, you gotta love MC Hammer, man. He was so fun to listen to. Funky Headhunter, I got both of these on vinyl, by the way. Compton's Most Wanted, Music to Drive By. Love me some Compton's Most Wanted. The Loonies. Oh, the Loonies. Still need to find their shit on vinyl. I got it, you know, I recently showed one. It was most of Operation Stack Cola. Lunatic Music, also a great album. Let's see. This is their bootlegs and B-sides, which is pretty much just shit that didn't make their albums. It's good. Yuck Mouth. Turf Stories. This was a rare one because it's from the same company that did the Loonies. See that C-Note? What is it? Yeah, C-Note Records. So that's the only reason why I bought it, and I ended up kind of digging it. They were also affiliated with Ruthless Records, which is right there, which is Eazy-E's label. And they got like a bunch of underground shit, and you know, just West Coast underground. DJ Unique, who produced Bone Thugs and Harmony. Big Hutch from Above the Law. Both of these are fucking awesome. MCA. I should actually have these with the CMW. Well, here we got. Oh, before I get over here, this CD right here is a must listen. DJ Muggs, one of the greatest producers of all time, did an album with Planet Asia called Pain Language, and you have to listen to this. It's great. That gets a 2 thumbs up from me. And of course, come on. Ice Cube got Kill at Will, America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate, Predator, fucking Lethal Injection, bootlegs and B-sides featuring Ice Cube. Featuring Ice Cube is dope. It's like pretty much tracks that he was featured on. So he just took all the tracks that he had the rights to, compiled them in one CD, and fucking put them together. And it has his unreleased track called Bend a Corner. Oh man, let me get this. There it is. Bend a Corner with Mr. Short Chop. And that's a good track. And everything else is pretty much stuff you've heard of him with other artists. And you got, you know, of course, you know, more Ice Cube, War and Peace. What is this? What the fuck was it called? Laugh Now, Cry Later. Yeah, it was kind of eh. Then you got Gangsta Nation, that's a DVD. You got Bow Down, Terrorist Threats, Mac 10. And I got all the Mac 10 albums here. I don't know if it's all of them, but a lot of them. You know, the Cash Money one, The Recipe. Fucking based on a true story debut called Mac 10. Shit, you know, Dub C. And then, you know, got some soundtracks, fucking Players Club. And here we go into N.W.A. So it's Straight Outta Compton. This is a 1998 copy of Straight Outta Compton. You can see that right there. That's no bullshit right there. That's older than most of you youngsters out there on YouTube. Yeah, boy. And remember, this is a DVD. It's got a bunch of, like, I don't know, it's clean. That's what I don't like about it, but it's you know, it's a bunch of just old footage from N.W.A. from the days, you know, For Life album, greatest hits. Then you got Easy E, Easy Does It, and it came with a 5150 Home for the Sick. It's like a double, I don't know, double EP, LP, whatever. And then you got my favorite album from him, or it's an EP, whatever. It's on Dr. Dre 187 UK. Then Straight Off the Streets of Motherfucking Compton, Eternal E. And oh, this one right here. This is a good one to have right here. This has got a lot of unreleased shit. It's called Impact of a Legend. Yeah. So yeah, it's got a lot of unreleased Easy E shit. It's got that track Switches that I recently got the single for. And then, you know, DLC. Boom. Shit. We got this Bone Thugs DVD that's a lot of live performance videos and shit like that. And Creeping on a Come Up, East 1999, which is really the only albums that I really, really love from them. I like Art of War too, but after Art of War, I'm not a big fan of Bone Thugs after that. But these two albums right here, straight heat. 5 micers, all the way legendary. Crazy Bone, Thug Mentality. I don't have anything else from him. And then here I got into Dr. Dre, early shit. Got the back in the day, Dr. Dre old school. I used to put my initials on them, JR. You know? Concrete Roots, which is like a lot of like old school shit. Mostly stuff from like the shit that he sampled. There's a lot of that stuff is on there. As the Aftermath, the 1996 release. Chronic. That's a repressing. I've actually had like 5 copies of this. The first one I had an original first pressing of the Chronic on CD, and I ended up giving it to a homeboy. And then we were listening to CDs, and this is like fucking like 20, 25 years ago. We were listening to this shit in his car, and I dropped it between the seat. And when I was looking for it, I scooped back on the seat and I broke the motherfucker. So I ended up giving him my copy, right? And then I bought this one, which is the re-release, the one with the little black stripe on the bottom, the digitally enhanced whatever. So yeah, that's the only reason why I don't have an OG, but I did. I actually fucking broke it, and I ended up broking my boy's, and then I ended up giving him mine, which was the honorable thing to do. So I don't know if I explained that right, but that's what happened. Anyway, 2001, fucking MC Ren. This one should be more with the N.W.A, but whatever. DJ Quick, Compton, Chuck. And Doggy Style, that's an OG fucking 1993 first pressing right there. That one has G's up and hoes down. Dogfather. I remember buying this one on my birthday the day it came out in 1996. Yeah. Dead Man Walking. Game is to be told. Shit. Last Meal. You know? Snoop. Snoop's one of my favorites. And fucking the Eastsiders. Both of the Eastsiders albums. Trey D. This one's kind of relatively unknown. Big Trey D from the Eastsiders. That's good shit right there. Welcome to the House documentary. Dogumentary. My bad. This is a CD. This is DVD. And then this is the Death Row's Snoop Dogg's Greatest Hits, which is good. It's got some unreleased shit. I mean, I don't know how unreleased it was because it did come out on singles, but, you know, like Midnight Love, Head Doctor, shit like that was on it. And then some other shit that was just kind of like, yeah, I shouldn't have put that out. Lady of Rage, Superfly. He was a great producer. Produced a lot of good shit for the Dogg Pound. And then here we got the Dogg Pound, right? So we got Dog Food. Then 2002, which was Death Row's kind of like spiteful release. They pretty much released all the shit that didn't make other albums and that kind of thing. And then this one, I forget about this one. I got this one at VIP. These two I got at VIP in Long Beach on the corner of MLK and PCH. Back when it was open. This is like fucking 20 years ago. I've had a lot of these CDs for a long time. Dillinger and Gotti 1 and 2. Dog Shit and Daz's albums. I actually have a lot of Daz albums. There was a long time there where I did nothing but look for Daz's shit. So anything I got my hands on from Daz. This one too, I got this one at that VIP At the same time when I got those 2 Dogg Pound albums. Yeah. So yeah, this is all Daz Dillinger. All Daz Dillinger. And then you got Corrupt. The Road Killer. Oh, this is a good DVD. It's kind of funny. It's like Daz clowning Suge Knight, basically, and Corrupt. Back when Corrupt broke away from the Dogg Pound, and then they had a beef. Yada, yada, yada. It was a lot of back and forth. And then eventually they got back together. But yeah. Corrupt's first album. Corruption. My bad. I forget. Yeah. Streets is a Mother. Smoke Odyssey, which it's probably my favorite Corrupt album. Then Against the Grain, which was put out by Daz on Dogg Pound Records. And this one too. It's also put out by Daz. Let me see if you can focus on that right there. See, Dogg Pound Gangsters. This is actually put out by Daz. This is I think this one came out around the same time when they got back together. And then here's the album that Corrupt did on Death Row when he was beefing with Daz and them. He put out Streetlights, and he's done a couple more albums. This is a GTV, the DVD. Roscoe, he's Corrupt's little brother. He did 2 really good albums. Nate Dogg, Badass, R.I.P. This is the one that I actually have these 2 autographed. I went to a Bone Thug show, and I'm gonna say 2008, 2009-ish, 2010-ish, something like that. And Badass was on stage with them. And I took a picture with Badass at a Take 9 show that I went to. I actually went to that shit by myself. And Badass was in the crowd. I pulled out my camera and I took a picture with him, right? So when I went to this show at for Bone Thugs, Badass was on stage. And I had that picture on the camera. I never deleted it. In fact, it's on my Facebook. And I went up to Badass when he was on the stage, and he like kind of caught a glimpse of me, just kind of looked at me and shit. And he walked up to me, and I was like, "Look, man, I took a picture with you." And he's like, "Oh, word." And I knew he was gonna be there, so I took the CD booklets and he autographed them, both of them. So, fuck, I don't even know where they are. Let me see if they're. No, man, I can't even reach them right now. But yeah, I'll show them on the next video. I'll have them out. But yeah, Badass. I actually got his autograph on the CDs for both of these, on the booklets. So yeah, I got a more Badass here. Money Run. This DVD came with it. Warren G. I got a bunch of Warren G. And then here you got the Death Row movies. This is the movie for Murder Was a Case, and this is the soundtrack. So gotta have the movie, man. Gotta have the movie. And this is all the Death Row soundtracks. You know, there's Greylock, Buff the Rim, again, gang related, and the Chronic 2000, which is fucking awesome. It's kind of like a lot of shit talk and a lot of bullshit, but I like it. And you know, this is pretty much like their bootlegs and B-sides singles collection. Bunch of unreleased shit. 2 Gangsta for Radio, dope. Death Row Christmas and Death Row Uncut. So as you can see here, now we got Tupac. Now, I'm going to cut it right here. I already went 18 minutes fucking rambling, and I'm like, I'm a little bit halfway past the first booklet. I got 3 of them. So, I'm going to get on it on the next one. I'll record it right now. Fuck it, you know. So, I'll just put them out piece by piece. So, stay tuned. I'll be right back with more CDs. Peace.